Hello my beautiful Bitterroots and welcome to my channel, and today I have 7 more nail polishes to swatch for you guys. I have 4 LVX polishes and 3 of these, what are they called? Deco Miami polishes. So as you can see, I kind of got a pastel theme here. It was not planned, but it just so worked out that way. These 2 are brand new to my collection. I have not swatched them yet, but let's just get into the rest of the swatching, I guess, shall we? Okay, I'm going to start with this first polish. I really love this color. This is like a salmon pink polish. This is LVX in the color Deco. And this is a great polish. They can be a bit streaky, but that could also be my nails because my nails do have ridges on them. I try to sand them down, but you know how nails are. This is a bit thinner, so you'll need 2 coats for sure. Because this is a thinner formula, I like to do really thin coats because it will run right off your nail. But it also dries super fast that way. So here we are with the first coat of Deco. As you can see, it is a bit streaky, but again, like I said, my nails are kind of have ridges in them too. But it always looks perfect after 2 thin coats. Like I said, thin coats, because this is a very runny consistency, so it does better with thin coats. So I will let this dry, which will literally take like 2 minutes, and we'll come back and do a second coat. So the top just pops right off for easy application. So here we are after 2 coats of LVX's Deco. Oh boy, I can't talk. But in the camera it shows it a much lighter shade. In person it's much brighter. So much more bright. But I love this one. These 2 I've always loved in the collection, and then these 2 are brand new to me, so I'm super excited about these ones. So there is Deco. Okay, so this next one is this yellow one in the color Lemon Drop. Again, this is a very thin formula, so do thin coats. So here's the first one. As you could see, it's not very opaque, but I kind of expected that for being a thin formula and being a pastel yellow. So I'm going to let this dry. It'll dry in like 2 minutes tops, and we'll come back and do a second coat. We may need to do 3 coats with this one, but yep, excited. I have to say it's about 80% opaque now in the second coat. So we'll let this dry and we'll come back and do a third coat and see if we can get that fully opaque. I do prefer the cooler toned yellows, so which is why I decided to use my BoxyCharm points and get this Lemon Drop. And I used my BoxyCharm points to get these 3, and then I think this one came in my BoxyCharm, but my last time I cashed in some points, I got both of these polishes from BoxyCharm. So I definitely wanted to grab Lemon Drop because it was one that I didn't have, and I love the cool toned yellows. That's my favorite type of yellow. I think this is almost too yellow for my taste, but I like it better than most other yellow polishes. So I'm gonna let this dry and we'll come back and do third coat. So we are completely opaque in 3 thin coats. Let's get this on. And here we are for LVX in the color Lemon Drop. Perfect little shade for spring. Okay, so this next LVX shade is in this mint color. I love mint shades. This is in the color Mint. Super pretty color. Again, this one's new to my collection, so I'm sure it's going to be like the other two where it's a thin formula, so you'll need to do 2 to 3 thin coats, but they dry super fast, so doing 2 to 3 coats is no big deal with this polish because, like I said, do thin coats, it dries really fast, and you're out the door. So here we are with the first coat. Again, it tends to be a bit streaky because it's a very thin formula, thin consistency, but this will dry like in 2 minutes and I'll be back doing the second coat. This one has just a little bit thicker of a formula than the others. So here we go for LVX in the color Mint. Really love this shade. It is so pretty. So the next polish here is this LVX in the color Serene. It's like this periwinkle blue, cornflower blue shade. So here we are with the first coat of Serene. As you can see, it is kind of streaky, but it is a thin formula, like I've said before. And the second to third coats always even out pretty nicely. So here we are after 2 coats. We're completely opaque with this LVX in the color Serene. Really love this polish. It is so pretty. Okay, this next polish is this yellow polish by Deco Miami. This is in the color Tequila Sunrise. This also has a thinner formula like the LVX polish. Here we are with the first coat. I'll let this dry and we'll come back and do a second coat. Okay, so here we are at the second coat. It is still a bit streaky, so I'll let this dry and we'll come back and do a third and final coat. So here we are after 3 coats of Tequila Sunrise. This is a very bright yellow polish, but yep, it's still kind of streaky after 3, but it'll be good for nail art. Okay, this next Deco Miami polish is this purple one in the color Slay. This one is not as streaky as the yellow one. This one's actually quite nice. But you'll still need at minimum 2 coats to be opaque. Here we are after 1 coat. Here we are after 2 coats of Slay. Okay, so this last polish is this Deco Miami in this baby pink in the color Don't call me baby girl. Okay, here we go after one coat. The purple was the best one of the three for sure, because it was not streaky at all. This one and the yellow one act about the same. So I'm going to let this dry. It dries really fast, and we'll come back and do a second coat. Here we are after two coats. It's still kind of streaky, but we'll come back and do a third coat. So here we are after three coats, and we're officially opaque in the color Don't Call Me Baby Girl. Thank you guys for joining me in this week's Swatch My Stash, and I'll see you in next week's.